तो हमारा जो असाइनमेंट है वो ये है कि हमें एक मशीन लर्निंग मॉडल बनाना है जो कि फ्लाइट टिकट्स का प्राइस को प्रेडिक्ट कर पाए। तो ये कंपटीशन कैगल पे है। इसमें कुछ रूब्रिक्स हैं जिनका हमें ध्यान देना है। तो लेट्स गो टू अवर मॉडल। आई विल शो यू हाउ इट इज मेड। So I will keep it simple. So this is the file that we have been given. So इसमें 3 फाइल्स हैं, सब फाइल्स बोल सकते हैं, train.csv, test.csv एंड sample submission.csv। राइट, हमने अपना डाटा को माउंट किया और फिर उसके बाद फाइल्स को व्यू किया है। इसके बाद हम ईच ऑफ द फाइल का में क्या कितनी एंट्रीज हैं, कितने नल वैल्यूज हैं, कौन से डाटा टाइप्स हैं वो देख रहे हैं। तो वी हैव फ्रॉम द पांडास लाइब्रेरी को यूज करते हुए डॉट इन्फो का आप यूज करोगे तो यू विल सी व्हाट आर कॉलम्स आर देयर एंड अदर डिटेल्स ऑल्सो। सो 40,000 एंट्रीज हैं ट्रेन डॉट सी एस वी फाइल में। किस तरीके की एंट्रीज हैं, यू कैन सी लाइक दीज आर द काइंड ऑफ द एंट्रीज इन अवर फाइल। इसी तरीके से हमने उसको चेक किया है। जो हमारे न्यूमेरिकल कॉलम्स हैं जैसे ड्यूरेशन, डेज लेफ्ट, प्राइस, उसका क्या डिस्क्रिप्टिव स्टैटिस्टिक्स है वो हमने देखा। उसको हम विजुअलाइज कर रहे हैं यूजिंग द मैटप्लॉटलिब। सो वी हैव मेड अ सबप्लॉट्स, 1 row 3 columns. So what kind of the distributions is there. So it helps us to analyze the distribution is what kind of the skewness is there in the distribution. After that हमने देखा कि कौन कौन से मिसिंग वैल्यूज हैं। सो हम देख सकते हैं ये लाइन कॉलम्स में करीब 4,500 मिसिंग वैल्यूज हैं, डिपार्चर में मिसिंग हैं, स्टॉप्स जो हैं उसमें मिसिंग हैं। राइट, सो यू हैव सीन देम राइट हियर। ये लाइंस वाले कॉलम्स में है 40,000 एंट्रीज में से कई एनी नल वैल्यूज हैं। राइट, इसी तरीके से ड्यूरेशन में नल वैल्यूज हैं, प्राइस में नल वैल्यूज हैं, डेज लेफ्ट में नल वैल्यूज हैं। अब हमको इन नल वैल्यूज को हैंडल करना है। तो देयर आर द handling techniques using simple imputer we can use to handle the values. I will keep this simple. I will directly take you to the point where later on during our pre-processing and model building, there we have handled, there I will show you. I will just show you that if we have to check for the duplicate values, so we can see how many duplicate values are there. So there is no duplicate values in this data set. And also, what about the outliers? There are sometimes data can have the outliers. So some of the flight duration on an average can be 20. You have seen the in the descriptive statistics. For example, duration mean is 12. On an average, it is the 12 hours duration, but here we see the outliers. Some of the outliers are 47 hours, something like that. Right? So this we have plotted a box plot to see the outlier. तो इससे हमें clearly visualize हो रहा है कि duration में outliers हैं and price column में outliers हैं. So how to handle these outliers? We have used one strategy which is known as the upper capping, जहाँ पे कोई भी डाटा अगर 99 परसेंटाइल से ऊपर है तो वो 99 परसेंटाइल पे कन्वर्ट हो जाता है. So we have used it for the price and duration columns to handle these two outliers. उसके बाद हमने वापस चेक किया है कि however this outliers have improved. Right? For example, in the duration we saw that one of the outlier was the 47. Right? So now if you can see max is 28. So we are able to handle the outliers. And you can also just plot again the box plot and see now there are no outliers. So model building stage mein there are some pre-processing steps. You try with different models, you fill the null values, you uh, null values को आप fill करते हो in case of the numerical features, आप encode करते हो in case of the categorical features, right? You scale the numerical values. You have to all the necessary libraries you have to first import. You have to import the models also. Most of them are in the sklearn library. We are dropping the non-useful columns from our train data set. ID, flight, price is not required for the training of the model. So that we have captured in the feature matrix. We have price co we have kept in the Y matrix or the what it is called label matrix. Then X test से भी we have dropped X test data set से भी we have dropped ID and flight because price is not there in the test data set. Now we have the numerical columns, days left and duration, and remainings are the categorical columns, right? Now we have pre-processed it using the column transformer, where for the numerical features we have used simple imputer. We have fit it in a pipeline for the easy processing or the smooth processing. In the simple impute, by using simple imputer, we are filling the missing values, whereby the strategy is the mean. And then after filling in, we are scaling the numerical features so that if there are the large deviations between the two columns, they can be bring on the similar scale. And for the categorical features also, simple imputer, we have used strategy as the most frequent, right? And we have encode also using the one hot encoder. Right. So we can handle in some other discussion what these encoders do and how they work. But these are some of the pre-processing strategies that we need uh, during the during to pre-process before the before defining the models. So once we have done these, we have then defined our models. So की जो को हम ले रहे हैं क्योंकि we want to check, we want to compare how these models are performing with respect to each other. So we have split our feature matrix, our into the X train, X well, and Y train and Y well. After that, we have tuned our grid for the 4 of our models. So we are by what we mean tuning to the grid, that we want to tell that for the ridge regression you perform the estimators for these values. Okay, for lasso you perform on these values, for KNN you perform on these values, and similarly for the random regression. Similarly for the random forest. After that, we have evaluate our models. We have done cross validation and also hyper tuning here. So hyper tuning we have done for these 4 models. We have looped it, and for the remaining models, we have just cross validated. Right, and after that we have taken the this R square. So R square in the simple terms tells ki how much percentage of the story is told by our model, or how accurate is our model. So for different models, you can see uh, different R square values are given. You can see the random forest is giving the best R square value. So it means random in for this data set among our random forest model is the best model. And we can use that model to predict our price. That we have done in the next step. And also as per the submission dataset submission dataset format, we have kept into ID and price with respect to the test dataset. And then we have submitted a file. Okay, we have, and the file will, once we have submitted, and it will be reflected in this output. So here submission, you can see submission file is there. After that, we submit our work for the competition, and then also share with the public. So that's all about this model. We have made a random forest model which is uh, doing very good. It is 97, more than a little more than 97% accurately measures the prices of the flights. So that's all, and thank you.